Story 1. My late husband had a goofy laugh. I loved making him laugh just to hear it. Story 2. Some men lack the confidence to wear certain clothes or worry they will look stupid if they dress well. I am a barista, and we have a group of regular male customers. On one occasion, one of them was teased for wearing gray tailored trousers with a light gray plaid pattern. The other men asked what I thought, expecting me to join in, but I said he looked great and that men should be encouraged to put a little effort into their clothes. His bum looked great. Story 3. Are men on Reddit disproportionately upvoting the attributes that they possess? Or am I just more desirable than I realized? Story 4. When a man acts flustered and nervous around me, I find it extremely cute. Story 5. You do not have to have the body of a lifter or someone who works out a lot to be attractive. I noticed many men feel bad about themselves if they do not have that type of body. Story 6. Many men feel they must be smooth and flirty with women, but I find awkward, shy dorkiness adorable and attractive. Story 7. My boyfriend specifically becomes self-conscious about his excitement for his hobbies. His last relationship was extremely toxic. His ex would make him feel bad for having interests outside her and for paying attention to other things. It got to the point where he was reluctant to tell me what he was doing because he worried I would be angry that he had a social life. But I love it. Everything about him and his personality is beautiful. The way he gets so excited when he describes the climax of the story arc of his new favorite anime. When he tells me he's listening to a podcast by a new host who talks about anime and how much he loves it. When he shows me a new character for Dungeons and Dragons that he's drawing and explains the different powers and why he chose them for that campaign. When he laughs so hard at his little anime TikTok videos that I don't understand and he has to explain them and then laughs harder. Or when he's watching subtitled episodes and I ask what is happening even if I don't care, just to see how big his smile gets when he explains that part of the story arc that I usually forget by the next morning. Even if I don't share his passions, I love seeing his love for them, and it baffles me that she ever made him feel so bad for loving the things he loves. Story 8. This is going to end up as one of those videos narrated by text-to-speech on YouTube, will it not? Edited. Fucking hell. Story 9. If we combine most of the comments, we find that women are attracted to George Costanza. Story 10. When people take care of their appearance, show emotions, or do what they please without minding others calling them feminine. For example, wear sunscreen. Cancer will not make you more masculine, you idiot. Story 11. When someone does things considered unmanly and is at peace with it, for example wearing pink, singing in the car or shower, talking about their feelings, using body washes or shampoos that are not just cheap generic products marketed for men, wearing jewelry or fawning over plants or animals, it shows they are mature, comfortable with themselves, and do not equate femininity with inferiority. Story 12. They're real laughs. I think most people have a public, restrained laugh, so hearing a man laugh without being self-conscious about how giggly or high-pitched he may sound is absolutely adorable. Story 13. Admitting you do not know something is refreshing. It is a big turn-off when a man pretends to know something to impress me or because he fears I will judge him for not knowing. It is fine to admit unfamiliarity. I truly appreciate that honesty. Story 14. Laugh lines and crow's feet. Even when I notice them on men in their 30s, I find them very endearing. Story 15. Is it my walrus laugh? I bet everyone loves it. Story 16. Guys who are awkward or shy can be extremely genuine and often hide great personalities. They usually just need a bit more time to feel comfortable. Story 17. My husband is somewhat of a quiet loner who, in school, was never popular or well-known. I do not know why, but I love that. I appreciate a man who is not the party type or the loud, funny guy. I enjoy intimate conversations and inside jokes. Quiet guys all the way. Story 18. They're singing. Yes. My husband usually messes around and sings in a silly, obnoxious voice, and it bums me out. The rare times he just sings along to a song he really likes. A song that makes him happy. It's so awesome. Story 19. I think men with large or distinctive noses look perfectly fine, even attractive. A Roman nose looks very good on them. Story 20. I like it when people have an interest in reading or express their passions. I never stated why. It is genuinely pleasant to see people, including men, excited about something they enjoy. It can be contagious, and seeing someone love something with visible enthusiasm without embarrassment makes me smile. I personally love reading, and I do not know many people who read the kinds of novels I enjoy. Update: my first award. I do not know what to do with it, but thank you, stranger. Story 21. Terrible dancing. My boyfriend is the dorkiest dancer I have ever seen. I like to say all four of his limbs have a different idea of what dance he is doing. I swear his dancing could cure my depression. He just goes for it. I cannot watch without the silliest, most love-filled grin on my face. After so many men have turned me down to dance because they said they are not any good or timidly chose a safe one-step, two-step shuffle, it is my favorite thing in the world to watch him get really into a song and flail about it. Story 22. I love men who are sensitive to animals, who get cuddly with kittens and care about their well-being. I also like stockier men. Story 23. Sometimes I am soft and submissive. I want a man to feel protected when he is with me, just as I want to feel protected by him. Story 24. Being a good person matters. If you feel the need to one-up or put down your friends, that is unpleasant. You could be the most attractive person in the room by conventional standards, but if everything you say is rude and sarcastic, I am out. I will choose the sweet and kind person every time. Story 25. I like long hair, shorter partners, and people who are gentle and soft-spoken. I love emotional guys who are sensitive and can show their feelings, whether happy or sad. I enjoy comforting them, and it makes me feel as if they trust me too. Long hair is extremely attractive. Story 26. I like bookish, sensitive guys. I live in the American Midwest, where so many men are loud and proud that they don't read, don't do anything cultural or artistic, and aren't open to trying things. Yoga is probably the best example, but honestly I've met all sorts who won't try French food, won't go for a non-sexual massage, won't drink wine and so on because it makes them gay. That has always been a huge red flag for me in a partner. Edit. Sorry guys. Flattered by the private messages, but I'm already married. Story 27. My boyfriend has been on the chunky side and I really like it. He is very self-conscious and does not believe me when I say he is handsome. Of course I support him if he wants to get healthy because I do as well. I enjoy his body. As he used to say to me when I was heavier, more cushion for the pushin'. Story 28. I value showing feelings and emotions and being able to express and discuss them. Tell me how you truly feel about everything. Do not hide it from me. I also like when people are not super ripped and even have a bit of a belly. Do not get me wrong. If someone is super ripped, that is great, but I actually prefer them when they are not. Knowing they are not in tip-top shape makes me feel less insecure about myself. They are also better to cuddle with and often have nicer sweatshirts I can steal. Story 29. The voice a guy makes when he first wakes up in the morning. Story 30. I know many men are self-conscious about losing their hair, and I'm here to say own it. If your hair is really thinning, shave it and rock it. Trust me, bald is so much more attractive than trying to style your hair to hide thin spots. That only draws attention to them. Bald men are attractive and I stand by it. Story 31. Having hair on your chest, shoulders, back, or face is sexy. You do not need to shave or wax it off. Hair is natural and makes you look human. Men who cannot grow a beard and feel ashamed by beard culture are beautiful too. Tummies of all sizes are beautiful. Plus. Story 32. Men who take care of babies or young children. An average-looking man carrying a baby in a carrier can seem exceptionally attractive. Story 33. I had an ex who criticized me for liking flowers because she said they are not for men. But lilies are so great and are probably my favorite flowers. Story 34. I feel like a lot of men think women only want muscular men who are 6 feet or taller. Squishy men with a little fluff are adorable. Many women prefer a man who is the same height or taller, but not all. If you are 5 feet 6 inches and she is 5 feet 3 inches, she will probably see you as tall. If she is 5 feet 6 inches and you are 5 feet 5 inches, she will find you just as cute. Story 35. Doing things you enjoy that are typically associated with the opposite gender. such as painting your nails or ordering a fruit-based cocktail at a bar, shows you are very comfortable in your masculinity and do not feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Do not fake it. If there are things you genuinely like and are not afraid to express, even if some people raise their eyebrows, that is definitely cool. Story 36. Being 5 feet 2 inches. I like shorter guys. Own it, and do not be self-conscious because you are not 6 feet tall. A dad bod is a total turn-on. A belly and a little extra weight. I will take that. Story 37. This has not been mentioned, so I will mention it. Nerds. My husband is nerdy about his interests and becomes very passionate. Seeing the passion in his eyes makes me happy because he is happy. Keep talking about the Marvel Universe, you sexy chunk of a man. I will always listen. Story 38. I personally have a strong fondness for larger men. I am not judging. They are very cuddly and usually quite warm, which helps with my always cold feet. Story 39. I see a lot of guys who are insecure about their lanky bodies. Please do not be. Lanky bodies are my favorite body type. They look hot and cool. Any clothing looks amazing on you, and I get turned on whenever I see that body type. Yes, I know I am a pervert, but I am just being honest, laughing out loud. I also love when straight men are not afraid to act or wear things that people call feminine. If you want to paint your nails or wear a cute romper, it looks incredibly attractive, and many women agree with me. It turns me on not only because you do not let others tell you what to do, but because it looks amazing on you just like it does on us. This is coming from a straight woman, so do not listen to the people who shame you for looking the way you want. As long as you are not damaging your health, you know what I mean. Story 40. Height. I know many men become self-conscious about height if they are not about 6 feet tall, but I have always been drawn to men closer to my own height, 5 feet 5 inches. Being with a man my height is better for hand-holding, stealing hoodies, sharing beds, cuddling, and it is also more convenient for sex because everything fits into place. Story 41. Femininity, or rather men who are not trying too hard to be hypermasculine. There is a lot of pressure on men to act a certain way to seem manly enough, so when a man is simply himself and does things he enjoys regardless of whether they are deemed feminine or masculine, it is very attractive. We are all a mix of stereotypically feminine and masculine traits and should embrace that. Story 42. This is hard to answer for me. I am a married woman, but I love men. I love short and tall men, thin and thick. I could not care less about penis size, balding heads, or gray hair. Men are wonderful people, and I love everything about them. I am sorry for any judgment society places on you or your bodies, especially over things you have no control over. Men face as much pressure about body image as women. I love you all. Story 43. Salt and pepper hair, with some catcher's thighs and a nice butt. Story 44. People who work with tools or on cars who end up with really scarred, calloused hands. That's fucking hot. Body hair is completely underrated. Don't be ashamed, you're a bear. Gay guys aren't the only ones into that. A weird one. Guys with acne-scarred, ruddy, hyperpigmented skin like they spent too much time outside as a kid and you can see it in their face are super attractive to me. I don't want smooth, Barbie doll skin. I like texture. Story 45. Their penis. It doesn't matter if you think it's small or oddly curved. Someone will love it. Story 46. I am a pre-medical student, so everyone expected me to want a highly educated husband. My boyfriend became an electrician straight out of high school, and I find it incredibly attractive that he is a handyman. He knows so much about random things. He builds things for me, is practical, respectful, and plans well. Story 47. Post exists. I am a single guy. Allow me to introduce myself. Story 48. As a cyclist, I wonder whether any woman likes strong legs. Story 49. I love scars and bigger noses. I like crooked teeth or anything that does not have blindingly white, fake-looking veneers. I especially like a gap between the two front teeth. I also do not care for people who are super buff. I prefer chunky or even skinny. I guess you could say I like an interesting or unique look rather than classically handsome. Story 50. I find complex and elaborate knowledge of topics such as Star Wars, Pokemon, Star Trek, World of Warcraft, computer games, or any subject someone is passionately knowledgeable about extremely exciting. Story 51. Many men seem to want big muscles. I prefer when a man does not have large, bulging muscles and instead has a little chub. Story 52. I like short guys. They rarely go for me because I am between 5 feet 9 inches and 5 feet 10 inches and I sometimes wear heels. But I think you are cute, and I will go for you as long as I do not have to crane my neck too much. I do not mind when guys are losing or have lost their hair. It does not make much difference to me. Gray hair is very attractive, especially when it is just starting to come in. I think the most attractive thing a guy can do is understand his emotions and acknowledge them, especially if he gets excited about things. So come find me, bald, sensitive, short guys. If you are nervous about your penis size, worry less. Average is best for most women. Most of us do not want pain there, and size is a factor, not a deal breaker. Story 53. I have a penis. I just wanted to say that the comments about being lanky or not super muscular make me really happy. My best friends are all fucking tanks. I'm in fairly good, lean shape. I do boxing, cardio, and running, but they all bench a lot and do cut and bulk cycles. When we go out, the contrast makes me look like a stick insect. Story 54. As a disclaimer, an article reported that what women say they find attractive in men is not necessarily what they actually pursue. Keep in mind that most answers here reflect traits women found attractive in particular people, not traits they typically seek in partners. Story 55. Dad bod is my preferred body type. Rail thin guys are too pointy, and muscular men are too hard and somewhat suffocating. Give me a belly and nice forearms. We are good. Story 56. When someone does not want children, there is no shame in it. Many women also choose not to have children. Finding a man who does not want children feels like winning the lottery to me. Story 57. Not being super muscular or having visible abs is fine. Do not get me wrong. The Rock seems like a nice guy, but muscles are not everybody's type. I personally love natural-looking body types, even if that means being somewhat skinny or chubby. Story 58. Sensitivity. I feel like many men are taught from a young age that having deep emotions about anything is wrong. You are not allowed to have a bad day and need someone to talk to. You are supposed to be a man and let it go. Worried? You will get over it. No, not true. The most attractive thing a man can do, in my opinion, is understand that emotions are normal and okay. Sometimes we all need to really cry or be angry. Story 59. When we first started seeing each other, before he was my boyfriend, we were making out and he pushed me away for a second and said, "Your tongue has given me an idea." He then went to his whiteboard and started doing physics. His ambition and nerdiness, his lack of concern about me calling him a geek, and the quiet way he thanked me for the inspiration were perfect. I guess it's attractive when a man has passion for something. We have been married 3 years and together 10. Story 60. I am a man. What about redheads? Do you like them? I am one. Story 61. I have seen so many men post pictures with straight faces that make them look constipated. I love when my significant other smiles genuinely at me. He is pretty serious, but I hype him up when he smiles because I know he is insecure about it and I fall for him more. I swear it might help you find a partner if you smiled more genuinely and posted happy, smiling photos. Story 62. Many of these comments are very physical. For me, an important sign is when someone shows they care about you and what matters to you. Many men see it as less masculine to show care in front of others. This is hard to describe. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.